Meet Jane. Jane is a successful and busy executive working for a local company like most managers. Jane has a lot on her plate, including the need to hire a few more employees for her team. Jane tries to fill these positions just like everyone else. She places ads in the web hoping that the perfect candidate will apply. Unfortunately, all she gets is a flood of resumes, most of which are unqualified. What Jane doesn't know is that when using these methods, she's only getting access to 15% of the marketplace. The 15% of people actively searching for jobs and answering ads on the web, whether that's because they're unemployed or have other motivating factors. What Jane needs is access to the other 85% of candidates. The candidates that aren't looking and don't have the time to, because they're too busy being successful. The truly passive candidates. Jane knows the only way to get access to these passive candidates is to work with a recruiting firm that targets these type of professionals. The trouble is, she hired several candidates during the year. Expensive recruiting fees just aren't in the budget. So, how does Jane reach these successful passive candidates? She needs to break down the barriers between her and the 85%. A colleague suggests FORTE ICT because it helped him redefine his hiring strategy, enabling him to fill multiple positions over the past year with the top talent in the marketplace. First, he received a list of pre-screened candidates, unlocking the other 85% he previously didn't have access to. Then he was provided with real-time salary and benefits data, allowing him to see how his compensation package stacked up to the competition. Next, he received screened candidates' resumes ranked by percentage match. This enabled him to prioritize his calls for both current and future recruiting needs. What was most helpful were the links to recorded video interviews of passive candidates answering his 4 or 5 knockout questions. This allowed him to meet the candidate before actually meeting them. And the best part, he paid no upfront cost and no large search fees associated with traditional recruiting fees. Jane contacted FORTE ICT and was able to get started immediately. She was amazed that within a few days, she now had access to the candidates that were previously so difficult to find. She was able to fulfill her current openings immediately, with the top talent in the market. And since she owned the data, Jane was able to make multiple hires throughout the year, making her team stronger than ever, while saving her time and money. FORTE ICT, creating successful recruitment partnerships and making the right choices for both clients and candidates alike.